he's not winning that shit. Even with, yo, what up? Even with hockey, he not winning that shit. He was not winning that shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So we got a top 10 most shocking One Piece moments. I feel we just doing a lot of One Piece videos. Man, I'm chilling. How are you? I did not like this.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 One Piece moments that made our eyes bulge out of our heads. Number 10, Brook and Labon's connection.
Hell
when
yeah.
the Straw Hat crew meets Brook, a goofy living skeleton with an afro, they don't know what to make of him. However, despite his outward silliness, he soon earns their respect, particularly after they learn of his goal. 50 years ago, he and his late crew left behind a friend of theirs. Brook wants to return someday to let their friend know he didn't abandon them. What blows
Viewer videos? What do you mean? You mean like the videos of the people that watch me? Not really, I'm not gonna lie.
the Straw Hat's minds and the audience's is that his friend is a whale, and one that they've met before. The idea that Labon...
This was a nice callback. The Labon? The Labon callback? This was a nice
of episodes
callback.
prior would end up being so important is just one example of the amazing interconnectedness of the One Piece world. Number 9, Not So Empty Throne.
荒れ狂う大海賊時代に対抗するため50カ国の王たちが集う4年に一度の世界会議レベリーが始まろうとしている
Fans are given a pretty good understanding of how the world government of the One Piece world works. The world nobles rule, with the 5 elders acting as the main decision makers. Meanwhile, the member nations' monarchs all convene at
who do y'all think Imu is? Or what do y'all think? What are y'all craziest Imu theories? Who do y'all think Imu is? What do y'all think is the connection? What do you think the Straw Hat means? The big Straw Hat. If you know, you know. What do y'all think that all means?
Summit called the Leveille, or the Reverie, once every few years. However, in the most recent summit, we're introduced to a symbolic empty throne. This symbol ostensibly indicates that no one rules the world.
そうです。各国の王たちは皆平等であり、独裁の欲は持たないという誓いです。
But soon after its introduction, we learn that the throne does have an occupant. The 5 elders, who should be the highest of the high, instead bow to a mysterious person named Imu, who sits atop the throne. The fanbase and theory crafters basically exploded after this revelation.
歴史より消すべき灯火がまたお決まりでしょうか。
Number 8, Blackbeard's ultimate show.
しぶとい野郎だったぜ。
That boy Blackbeard.
Marshal D. Teach, better known as Blackbeard, is always a wild card. After showing up at the Marineford War and killing his former captain Whitebeard,
That boy
Teach
Blackbeard.
decides to show the world something it's never seen before.
今から見せてやるよ。
That's my boy right
世界
there.
が度肝を抜く最高のショー
That's my boy right there.
なんだあの黒い布
My
は
boy
After doing
Blackbeard.
something yet to be revealed to Whitebeard's dead body, Teach reveals that he has somehow acquired the earthquake powers of his ex-captain. Not only are his new abilities literally earth-shaking, but Blackbeard also manages to do what no other character has done before. Possess the powers of
We still to this day don't know how he did this shit.
2 devil fruits.
手に入れたぞこれでもう俺に敵はね
Awesome,
Until this
Blackbeard.
point, fans had been told that anyone who eats 2 of them will die. But somehow Blackbeard managed to upset the natural order and leave all our jaws on the floor.
そうここから先は俺の時代だ
Number 7, CP9 Revealed.
驚いた正直 ここで会うことになろうとは思ってもみなかったぜ。ニコ・ロビン。
Upon the Straw Hats' arrival at Water 7, Robin is approached by a masked person from CP9, a secret government agency. These masked individuals and a blackmailed Robin then attack Iceberg, the town's mayor and head shipwright. They seek the blueprints to an ancient weapon, Pluton, which Iceberg once had in his possession. When Iceberg comes face to face with the assassins, a familiar bird lands on the shoulder of one of them.
まず何から話せばいいのか。死にゆくあなたに、あなたにはがっかりさせられた。
He and the audience realize as the spies remove their masks that they're actually Lucci, Kaku, Khalifa, and Bluno, most of whom have worked for Iceberg for years. Like a ship encountering his namesake in the fog, Iceberg never saw it coming, and neither did we.
お前ら政府の人間だったのか。そう。
Number 6. Riso is safe.
ライゾーはどこだ。ライゾーを出せ。この国にいるはずだ。
The island, elephant of Zo is ravaged by the beast pirates and its people, well, minks, subjected to torture and poison gas attacks. Their attackers are in search of a Wano ninja named Riso, who's supposedly there, but the minks are adamant that he isn't. Because of how much they endured, the Straw Hats are reluctant to bring up their Wano samurai friends. That is until Kinemon and company blunder in asking about Riso.
同国武人ライゾーという同志を探しに来た。この国に来てはおらぬか。
Yet, we and the Straw Hats are flabbergasted when the minks inform them that Riso is safe. The sheer dedication and friendship in suffering what they have for one friend is incredibly moving and surprising.
そうか、無事か。よかった。
Number 5. Ace's father.
Yeah.
いつか必ず海へ出て思いのままに生きよう。
When this shit get revealed that Ace's dad is the fucking pirate king, I'm like, what the fuck? Cause you make connections, like when this shit happens, Marineford happens. So first of all, they don't have the same last name, right? Luffy has Monkey, Ace is Portgas, so they don't have the same last name. Okay, that's cool. They probably have different moms, right? All right. So you get introduced to Luffy's granddad, and then you also get Luffy's dad. And then when Whitebeard, when whatchamacallit, when Ace gets captured, and you're like, okay, so like is Dragon gonna pull up, and then Luffy's gonna pull up, and then it's Luffy and Dragon are gonna save Ace. It's not actually the case. This is not the case. This nigga's the son of the fucking Pirate King. That was a nice twist. That shit was just nice. Oda was in his bag when he did that.
The Marineford War delivers bombshell after bombshell, and it all kicks off with a whopper. Luffy's brother, Portgas D. Ace, is said to be executed. Sure, Ace is high up in Whitebeard's crew, but there's a deeper significance to executing him specifically. Atop the execution platform, Fleet Admiral Sengoku urges Ace to declare the truth, and fans were sure that this is when Ace and Luffy's father Dragon would get a name drop. Except Sengoku drops a nuke. Ace's father is actually the late Pirate King, Gold Roger.
お前の父親は海賊王ゴールド・ロジャーだ。
This revelation had fans re-examining everything about not only Luffy and Ace's relationship, but also struggling to comprehend that the protagonist's elder brother was the child of the most famous pirate in One Piece history.
こいつはゴールド・ロジャーの息子。
Number 4. Shanks stops the war.
諦めんかい。
Marineford is crazy from start to finish, and this is how it ends. Pirates and Marines alike are engaged in meaningless conflict, and when brave young
Kobe
Kobe
Loki
steps
saved
in
the
to put
day.
a stop to things, it looks like he's about to die. Except the last person fans expected to get involved arrives at the last minute to save him, Shanks.
よくやった若い海兵
Luffy's mentor and one of the 4 emperors rolls up with his crew and challenges everyone there to a fight if they still want to battle, and nobody wants to mess with him. The shock of one of the series' most enigmatic figures showing up out of the
Kobe
blue
Loki
is matched
saved the
only
day.
by the flex he pulls in making a war
And that nigga
blink
sings,
first.
that nigga sings pulled up so, bro, that nigga sings pulled up so clean.
Mess with him. The shock of one of the series' most enigmatic figures showing up
My
out
son
of the
said, anybody want to fight still? You can fight me. We want to fight. What up, Teach? Oh, I'm sorry. They call you Blackbeard now. You want to fight? My son pulled up crazy. I'm like, yo. Bro.
blue is matched only by the flags
The
he
whole
pulls
crew
in
pulled
making
up.
the war blink first.
この場は俺の顔を立ててもらおう
Number 3, the Straw Hats are separated.
全員逃げることだけ考えろ今の俺たちじゃこいつらには勝てねえ
潔いよし腹が立つね
For most of One Piece, each story arc follows a similar structure. The Straw Hats come to a new island, have an adventure, beat up a bad guy, then go on to the next island. But when they arrive at the SIR-DE archipelago, they bite off more than they can chew.
WR.
They're faced with several strong foes that they can't defeat, and into the mix comes the warlord Bartholomew Kuma.
こいつ
Yup.
本物だ
The Titanic soft-spoken man slaps Zoro, making him seemingly vanish. One by one, each member of the crew is sent away using Kuma's powers, leaving only Luffy, distraught and beating his fists against the ground. Luffy's horror and anguish mirror our own, as this left everyone
After he pulled up,
completely shook.
after he pulled up the Thriller bark too.
仲間一人も救えない
Number 2, Ace's death.
俺を救ってくれた人をバカにすんじゃねえやめろ
There are a few ironclad rules in One Piece, and for most of the series, fans thought that one of them was characters only die in flashbacks. But once again, the Marineford arc changed everything. Following Luffy's rescue of Ace, the hot-blooded young pirate, Ace, not Luffy, is goaded into fighting by the ruthless Admiral Akainu. Overwhelmed in battle, Ace steps in to save his brother when Akainu makes a move for Luffy, taking the blow and receiving a mortal wound.
やめろやめろ
Luffy's complete breakdown is all of us in this moment. The loss of a beloved character is shocking enough, but this death
So this is what makes this so sad, right? Number one, if you like the character, this shit is already gonna be sad. Number two, Ace's speech to Luffy was sad as fuck. Cause remember, like, fucking Ace grew up believing that like he was like just fucking when he just grew up like he was just like fucking the scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause of who his dad was. And when he told Luffy like, "Thank you for always loving me," boy, that shit was so sad. And then what happened to Luffy? Like how this shit broke Luffy, like it traumatized Luffy. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. Cause most other, bro, if it was any other anime, he would have powered up, got mad, and did some crazy shit. But that shit, like Luffy broke down. and he couldn't respond. He was sitting there like this, with his eyes blank, no pupils, his mouth wide open, for like the rest of the arc, From there to getting put inside Law's submarine.
Completely changed the aforementioned rule, raising the stakes for the rest of the story.
Yeah, Luffy stayed like this from here all the way to getting put inside Law's submarine.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notifications. Number 1, Gear 5th.
Gear 5th is in every fucking video. Gear 5th is in every video, bro. I mean, I don't really blame him.
Basic One Piece lore. Luffy ate the Gum Gum fruit, so he has rubber powers. Except 1,000 plus episodes in, we learn that it's not quite the case. After a near-death experience, Luffy's fruit awakens, and we learn that it's actually based on the fictional sun god Nika. It's less rubber and more rubber hose animation. The peak of Luffy's powers lets him bend the laws of physics in cartoony ways that are both ridiculous and ridiculously powerful. This revelation had absolutely everyone's eyes popping out of their heads, and our brains struggling to keep up. That is when we weren't busting a gut laughing. Which One Piece moment?
The funny part about Gear 5 is, the sun god Nika was supposed to be like the warrior of liberation, right? And the whole thing is that he put a smile on people's faces. But when you watch Luffy fight in Gear 5, you smiling. You smiling, you smirking, you grinning, you laughing, just at all the ridiculous bullshit he pulling off. Like you actually smiling. Just like in the lore of the actual fictional character. I think that's it for this stream, I'm not gonna lie. I need to write down fights to watch. I just wanted to stream something because I haven't streamed in weeks. Alright, chat, I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm off this.